Hi, I hope you all doing exuberantly well. Here, I thank and congratulate everyone who decided to learn DevOps and ML Ops. Obviously, you are at the right place. I will give you a new learning experience and completely a different perspective you would never have gotten. Enough chilling out. Let's get to the serious business. So here we are going to look into the way to navigate through this complete course. So let's begin with so this course consists of 8 modules. So welcome to DevOps Universe, exploring shell multiverse, networking, DevOps IAC, CI/CD pipeline, containerized application with Docker and K8s, and testing your application, and DevOps mega project, and one bonus module. So this intuitive DevOps for you course consists of 8 modules. So now first module will consist of again few parts. So let's get into the first module. So first module consists of total 4 parts, out of which the first part talks about software development life cycle. So here we have taken one example, a live example. So one client has come for their project requirement, and how when we are dealing with that project, so how we have faced difficulties with agile and everything. So based on that concept, we have built it a complete course. So you can you can actually feel that practicality of everything, and you can get the complete information about how IT company works also. So then you'll have Scrum, Kanban, ITIL, so all methods. Then after that, we'll see agile problems, then why you need a DevOps, and finally DevOps, the complete explanation of DevOps. Then the second module in it is exploring shell multiverse. I'll just click on it. So here, exploring shell multiverse module consists of 2 parts. The first part consists of welcoming to the terminal world, that is know your Linux. Basically here we are going to completely strip off Linux completely. I have gone in depth. I have gone in depth. So, and after that, we will be looking into bash scripting here also. So, most of the examples that I have taken is practically that I have used in my ML Ops career as a ML engineer. Then we have our third module, that is networking. Okay, so networking, what we are going to see in networking, we'll see basics of networking, even this, and what are the types of networking, and various benefits of networking, and the practical and the simplest way to understand network. I have taken a lot of examples, analogies with the human networking and all those things. So that's the reason. So it is pretty easy to understand, and I have dwelled into this networking concept also. Then we will move to networking layers. In networking layers, it's pretty simple. In networking layers, we have seen a lot of concepts, and after that OSI model, we have seen TCP/IP model, we have seen each layer, we have dwelled into in depth. We have seen most of the concepts, and then IP version 4 and subnet masking and CIDR, all concepts ekdam in depth with practical exposure. I have used AWS to to explain all these concepts, all these networking concepts. Basically, these are abstract. We cannot directly show until unless you go to the some networking, you go to the, some data center or something. So it, without going anywhere, I will take you through the journey of AWS, and then in that AWS, all the networking terminology I have practically explained. So then we have fourth module, that is DevOps and IAC. So in this, we have four parts. The first part is DevOps culture and practices, and second part is provisioning cloud infrastructure with Terraform. Here I have used Terraform, and then I have done at least 6 to 7 exercises with Terraform, and then Ansible for infra configuration. So here also I have done few examples, and then the last one is optimizing infrastructure development with Packer. So these are the examples that we have taken in these are the four parts that we have in DevOps and IAC. Then our fifth module is about CI CD pipeline, irrespective of a DevOps guy or irrespective of ML Ops guy, CI/CD pipeline is compulsory. So it begins with Git and GitHub. We have taken a absolutely a practical example. So four of our colleagues have worked on one project to make it much simpler. So I have demonstrated practically how actually four or five colleagues, if they work in same project, coordinate and collaborate using Git and GitHub. So then part two is build with Maven, and then after that we have automation with Jenkins. So then containerized application with Docker and Kubernetes. That is our eighth. That's our containerized application with Docker and Kubernetes. This is our sixth module, and here you can see containerized application with Docker and Kubernetes. The part one is using Docker, and plenty of practical deployments using Docker application. I have done around 6 to 7 practical examples that I have taken with Docker. So live deployment with Docker, that you are going to see it with in-depth theoretical knowledge. In-depth, I literally deciphered the Docker engine, and then I have explained a lot of mm, practical examples. So then part two, we have managing all containers effectively with KH. So if you want to deploy a normal one application, a small application or monolithic application, so one Docker container is more than enough. But if you want to divide that application into microservices, and if you want to run all the container together, you need somebody to orchestrate all these containers. So there the Kubernetes or KH comes. So we have created a Kubernetes cluster and a big Kubernetes cluster, and then we have deployed a microservices also. We are going to deploy a microservice also. So then the seventh module is testing your application. So Postman is the one which we have used for testing APIs, and after that, and not only testing part, we are going to see everything about Postman completely. API, how do you fetch data from API and everything, how do you write a documentation, everything we are going to fetch, we are going to look into. Then part 2, static code analysis with the Sonar Cube. So this we are going to see, and then part 3, security performance test with JEP. Then the last final one is our module 8, that is DevOps mega projects. In DevOps mega project, part 1 is a normal just continuous integration pipeline, and then part 2, continuous integration as well as continuous delivery pipeline, a CI/CD pipeline with Docker. And then part 3 is fully automated pipeline, complete pipeline, fully automated. It's just an order pipeline. Here we are going to as soon as you type a code in your personal laptop and push it to the GitHub, at that moment the Jenkins gets triggered and it pulls the code, and then it will build it, and then it will run it, and then it will deploy it, and then obviously you can and then it will finally send a feedback to us. So that's the complete pipeline that we have built. These are the three mega projects that we have taken. In addition to that, I have two more small projects that I have attached in module 8. And then finally a bonus module, that is DevOps best practices. This is our bonus module. So with this, we are going to close our DevOps intuitive DevOps for you course or slash ML Ops. So here we have covered almost all important tools, important concepts, important practical activities that a DevOps guy do. I know it, I work it, I personally have done it. So that's the reason, whichever is most important for a MLOps guy, I have included those activities a lot. I hope you understood how to navigate through our course. So let's have a blast of fun. Just keep watching and keep enjoying and keep subscribing and keep liking and keep spreading. Thank you, always in your love and service.